President Barack Obama stated that the income inequality is a defining challenge of our time, a challenge that has haunted the very foundation of democracy and equality, dated back to the start of the Industrial Revolution. Australia faces a similar challenge in the 21st century, with the top 20% of the population earning almost 1 million more than the cumulative sum of the other 80%. Piketty's first argument states that the main reason for rising inequality is that invested wealth, such as stock market and real estate, will grow faster than income. This can be demonstrated by the booming real estate industry of Sydney houses. The average house price has risen from $660,000 to $820,000 in a matter of just 3 years. It is a prime example of how invested wealth grows faster than income in the Australian economy. The implication of this finding is enormous. To put it simply, the top few percent of the world hierarchy have a huge share of national wealth at their disposal, but at the expense of the middle and lower classes of the population. According to the ABS, the wealthiest 20% of Australian households accounted for 61% of total household net worth, while the poorest 20% of households only accounted for 1%. He establishes a condition where R is greater than G, that is, the return to capital R exceeds the real growth rate G, in which case the top 1% of the population get wealthier faster than they can spend money. According to Piketty, only a burst of economic growth, such as new technology, will prevent economies from returning to a condition of patrimonial capitalism. If history is anything to go by, at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, private wealth overpowered the national income, leading to an unequal concentrated wealth with the rich. However, the Great Depression caused high taxes, inflation, and bankruptcy to effectively reset the economy of Australia. It led to a period of high economic growth and employment, with Prime Minister John Curtin investing heavily in the industry of motor vehicles, metal processing, textile, clothing, and footwear. This led to a golden era of wealth equality. However, according to Piketty, the shocks of the early 20th century have faded and wealth is now reasserting itself. His second argument outlines the danger of increasing wealth of the high-end sector and the impact it has on the social and political sector as they directly undermine democratic institution and equality. To resolve this ever-growing gap in wealth equality, Piketty suggested a tax solution, where the countries must implement a specific, progressive tax on private wealth, not just income. He proposed a tax of 15% on capital and as high as 80% on high-income earners to reduce the gap in wealth equality. In conclusion, I agree with the arguments presented by Piketty, as it is an elegant explanation of how wealth usually grows faster than wages, and how wealth inequality is a driving concern for Australia in the coming years.